Hello everyone, it's Sabrina. I hope you're all doing well. Welcome to this pick a card reading. This reading is about the current path that you are on and where is it taking you? What is your current path leading you towards? So the current path that you are on is in fact guiding you towards the fulfillment or the realization of your hopes, your wishes, and your dreams. But to gather more specific information, what is important for you to know here and now, then choose the pile that is getting your attention the most, or you can choose according to the crystal. And let's find out more about what you need to know on this path forward. Pile number 1, the crystal is a diamond. Pile number 2 is a Moldavite. Pile number 3 is copper. And pile number 4 is a rainbow obsidian. So where is this path currently taking you? Let's find out. Pile 1. Hello, if you chose group 1, pile 1, or the diamond, so where is your current path taking you towards your hopes, your wishes, and your dreams? I'm going to put your diamond over here. What more do you need to know about this current path that you are on? And honestly, let's face it, I think many of us, if not most of us, we're longing for a better world, right? Maybe we're seeing things happening on the planet, and that's actually more fuel to inspire us, to wish for something more or something better. Anyway, okay. So this current path that you're on, pile number 1, let me put this over here, is, it's a path of success. Confirmation number 1 for pile number 1. The road you are currently on, based on what you have chosen, is leading you towards greater success. And the specific success that you are hoping for and working towards is, well, whatever makes you feel successful. So, along the path, you might be facing certain fears that, I don't know, maybe cause you to feel unsuccessful. But as long as you're following your heart and following the inspiration, you can keep yourself on this path of success. Okay, so the path that you're on is leading you towards success and also good fortune. But the process is facing your fears, whatever fears you are being presented with. Very important, because your hopes, your wishes, and your dreams are on the other side of fear. Your fears. Something to think about, right? Excuse me. Okay, so the process, go like that. This actually makes sense, because whenever you stumble upon something that causes you to fear anything, including yourself, do you fear success? Do you believe that you're already successful? Group number 1, do you believe that you're already that diamond? Do you believe that you're already perfect? Maybe this is something for you to entertain, right? To think about first. There is a process of renewal, meaning technically, when you face your fears and you overcome them, you will also remove or release blockages that are preventing you from experiencing greater success and experiencing good fortune or better fortune in your life. It's on the other side of fear. Okay. What more do I need to know? Okay. What do you need to do? Okay, along this path, the North Node, this is an astrological component, and so this is part of your life's purpose and your challenges. So it's helpful to know your natal astrology and what zodiac sign and which house the North Node is in at the time that you were born, because this will reveal to you your entire life's work. Your purpose is to overcome fears that are preventing you from experiencing the success and good fortune. Simply put, another obstacle might be for you to stop worrying, or stop worrying in general, perhaps. Okay. The power of love. Virgo. Interesting. So how much Virgo do you actually have in your astrology, your natal astrology? Because Virgos tend to nitpick, they tend to worry, they want things to be perfect. In this case, the fifth house is saying that group number one, you already have the innate ability and power to create success in your life on multiple levels. In fact, if you can see yourself as already being a successful creator, every day you should witness a miracle of some sort. When you start, let me put it this way, when you start realizing the good fortune that you attract, because it's the energy that you are, and you have nothing to fear, then you're actually freeing up your mind to create whatever it is that you're wanting to create. The success, this good fortune. But there's also a process of renewal, which I think is also, again, it's an opportunity for you to analyze yourself. You know, how are you thinking? Are you thinking negative, or are you thinking prosperously? How do you see yourself when you look in the mirror? Do you see yourself as fortunate, successful? Or are you afraid to look at yourself in the eyes in the mirror? Are you avoiding your truth? Are you avoiding your challenges, your North Node challenge to become successful and fortunate? Something to think about. This is the path that you're currently on, and every day brings you another opportunity to renew yourself, meaning you can choose to tune into a new vibration or a new feeling, a new emotion, a new intention, a new perspective. Even if your entire life's purpose is to recreate your life and experience multiple levels of success, then you're probably already halfway there of realizing, because you create something new every time you choose to explore something new or to conquer something different. But remember, it's also important to conquer and overcome your fears. Okay, let's look at your other cards. So who are you becoming? So the spiritual energy, the number 3, as a numerology, 3 is not only the number of creation, right? But 3 is the number for the creative problem solver, which resonate with Virgo and the details. So you are actually, so when you find a way to resolve all of your problems, and these problems could be like your emotions that you're feeling, or the thoughts that you're thinking, or the kind of life that you're choosing to live, when you find a way to resolve fear, then the only thing that is left to show up in your life is success and good fortune. Okay, wow. So you are manifesting, you're on a path, you are learning how to trust and follow your intuition. And the more the releasing of the fear and renewing your sense of self, your purpose, your energy, your emotions, your intentions, your choices. You can, well, what's happening is you are becoming impeccable with your intentions every day and every moment too. So what element is it still waiting for you to embody or anchor? So you have an ace here, your heart, but the message here is saying follow your heart. Water energy. Follow your passion. So water is also the energy of love and compassion. Can you honestly look at yourself in the mirror and say, I love you? Is there a fear there? Maybe this is the last obstacle that is waiting for you to overcome. When you open your heart, when you believe in yourself, and you love yourself, you show compassion for yourself, and of course, everything else too. Then you'll realize that good fortune and success is at your front door every day, every moment. So, some things for you to think about, right? Keep in mind, this is a general pick a card reading, but more specifically, I think you already know what it is that you're wishing for, and you're wondering where your current path is taking you or leading you, but in fact, I think it's the opposite. You are leading yourself with your daily choices to choose success, to choose good fortune, and when you choose to overcome your fears. This is where your current path is taking you. So I hope you enjoyed this video reading. This is video number 1 of 2 for today. But if you enjoyed this, please do click the like button. You're always welcome to comment as well. And I hope you just heard something that you needed to hear to help keep you on your current path. And I am wishing you a wonderful day full of success, happiness, and of course, good fortune. And I will see you in another video. Bye for now. Hello, pile number 2. So this current path that you are on, where is it leading you? Where is it taking you? Where is this path going? So if you were drawn to the Moldavite, I'm going to put your crystal over here. So where is your current path taking you? Let's just put it that way. Where is your current path taking you? Pile number 2, change. Banish a curse. I think that's an iguana, isn't it? Let's put this here. It's a cycle. Okay. Change, cycle, passion. Look at all the animals. So you've got the stag, the heart. Even snakes represent change. So if a snake crosses your path, it's just an indication that something is about to change. But if you happen to pass by a dead snake, then usually dead snakes on the road indicate the end of a cycle. Just saying. This path that you are on, what do we need to know? Okay. Playfulness. Wow. So this path that you are on is aligned with good luck. And let me put it this way. How many of you are experiencing changes that maybe you don't feel like you have any power or control over these changes that are happening around you or in your life? But this pile and the Moldavite is here to tell you that you have complete power and control over the changes that are happening in your life. But it does require you to master your mind and your thoughts, right? Your beliefs. Nothing is cursing you unless you believe it is. So, yeah, I think very important here. Replace fear with love. You can embrace the change by simply lighten up. Have fun. So you have elves that are working with you, elves and butterflies, and I think there are sprites here. There's something about nature and like a fairy tale. Pretend that your life is your own created fairy tale and start living your life according to this fairy tale. Have fun. Okay. The path that you're currently on might feel challenging to many of you. However, when you tune into unconditional love, and you can use animals, to share your heart with if you don't have anything else or anyone else, or show compassion for yourself. The more fun you have, the more laughter, the more dancing, the more music and sound you can entertain yourself with and have fun in your life. It will help you to lighten your energy, and it will also make it easier for you to navigate the changes that you're currently experiencing. I'm sitting here thinking the Moldavite has another message, but I'm not sure what that is. So let's look at the other cards. What more do we need to know? Okay, so nurture. Oh, right. So this is just astrology oracle. It's important, what would be helpful for you to nurture your feelings, right? Nurture your emotional triggers. This current path that you're on might be triggering you emotionally, making you think or believe something is real when it is not necessarily real. In fact, it might be something that's imagined. Just some things that you need to hear, or some of you need to hear this. A lot of this fear or uncertainty is imagined. And your spirit guides, your angels are just wanting you to know this. Actually, it makes sense if there is nature nearby that you can spend time in, or spend time in the grass or near the trees. Of course, away from people, because we all pick up on other people's energy. And if somebody else that is around you is full of fear, guess what? You're going to absorb that too and maybe think that it's your own, but it's not. Right? Nurture your reaction. So pay attention to what is triggering you emotionally, and immediately, this is saying project. Well, remember who you are, your desires, your actions. So the path that you're on is challenging you, encouraging you to take action, to recognize the emotions whenever they're being triggered, because it's not what you're supposed to be entertaining. But emotions and these triggers are just something that are trying to get your attention, to help you to realize that you have complete power and control over these emotional triggers too. But it's really up to you to realize that. And as soon as you replace the emotional triggers with love and compassion, just send love and compassion to whatever emotion you might be feeling or experiencing. This is, well, part of the path that you're on and what you're experiencing. So I'm wondering how intense or extreme you guys, what your current path, what are you experiencing? What are you witnessing in your daily reality? Or is it even something that you need to be witnessing? Are you watching too much social media that is triggering you? Do you need to, stop looking at the news? Things are triggering you. Okay. But your intuition, should be guiding you appropriately. And your intuition isn't necessarily emotions, because emotions are just waves of energy that are moving through you. They're trying to get your attention. Your intuition is more like it's on a deeper level. Your intuition is in your heart. That's the truth of who you really are. You are love. You are not fear. You are not cursed. But you also have the power to completely change your life, this path that you're currently on. And it starts by choosing how you wish to feel. You don't have to entertain any kind of negative belief or emotion. It is something that you have 100% power and control over, like flipping the switch. Find something to switch your energy to more laughter, happiness, fun, simplicity, rather than where an emotion is trying to take you. Okay, so this path that you are on, I feel like this is you're at the end of a longer cycle in your life. It's an event that's happening, but the energetic vibration is resonating with the number 6. So keep in mind that, okay, you have 6 over here as well. Keep your emotions in balance. If you ever see the number 66, like an angel number, it's your angels reminding you to keep your emotions in balance. And this in itself is a daily practice to pay attention to, like, especially if you are, what would we call it? If you experience the opposites, right? Extremes in emotions. If you are like happy in one moment and then you are sad or emotional the next moment, the current path that you're on is helping you to find a happy balance within your emotional stability and emotional maturity. This is the current path that you're on. It is helping you to find a happy balance within yourself, within your heart. Okay, and your emotional body. So there might be external events that are like changing, that are triggering you. And it might actually feel like you're being cursed. But this is just, it's a belief system. And I'm not telling you what to believe or what not to believe. But when you choose to believe that you are love and that you are protected, then you're going to start feeling better quickly, emotionally. But it comes back to the thoughts, right? The mind and the thoughts that we entertain can seriously trigger emotional depths to go in a direction that, maybe we don't necessarily want to experience. And I'm saying we because I've been there before. Okay. So something was just saying, when you choose to believe that you can rise above and tune into, replace the emotions with a positive vibration, even if it's one moment at a time, one day at a time, or whenever you catch yourself dipping into a lower emotion, you can choose to raise that frequency again and change your emotion, and that will change everything for you along this path. Okay. So if there's one element, okay, I pulled a random. Okay, so this is who you are becoming. So the path that you're on, okay, interesting how you've got the diamond here, the Queen of Earth. So this process of change is changing you, but only you can choose to change yourself when you start changing your vibration. You are becoming the embodiment of Queen of Pentacles. Whatever Queen of Pentacles means to you, right? Being worthy, valued, having enough. You are enough. Oh, and you know what? With the number 6 here, with this event, it's a phase or a cycle. This event, when you realize, when you start working on your energy and you become the Queen of Pentacles embodied, right? The embodiment of, meaning you start acting like the Queen of Pentacles that you are. This is going to shift the path that you are on, and it's going to move you towards more peace and harmony and bliss. That's also the energy of the number 6. When you nurture yourself, when you love yourself, you treat yourself as being worthy and believe that you are worthy of, well, feeling better. You are worthy of love. In essence, this path that you're on, it's you who is changing because you're choosing to change how you see yourself, what you believe about yourself, what you know you are capable of and worthy of. Once you change that, it's going to change everything about you, and everything within you is going to shift and change too. You have the power to manage the changes that you are experiencing in your life right now. It just takes a little bit of focus and paying attention and noticing when those dips in emotions are triggered, and then pull yourself back up into that higher vibration. You know, what is the emotion or the feeling that you enjoy more? And then find a way to trigger yourself back into this playfulness energy. Is part of the process. And this is the path that you're currently on, group number 2. So I don't know if any of you are picking up a message from the Moldavite. I thought I was, but I am not. But if there is one that you would like to share, I'm going to put it right here on the heart. Then do feel free to share in the comment section below if there's something else that you would like to add. But this is the current path that you are on. Where it is taking you, it's taking you towards playfulness, happiness, the embodiment of the Queen of Pentacles. But it also requires you to master your emotions. And you can do it, otherwise you wouldn't be watching this pile, right? Alright, I hope you enjoyed this video reading. If you did, please do click the like button. And have a wonderful day. And I will see you in another video. Bye for now. Hello, pile number 3. So this path that you're currently on, where is it taking you? Or you chose this path. So where is it leading you? Okay. If you chose the copper, I'm going to put this over here. Group 3. So where's your current path taking you? Let's find out. This has something to do with your hopes, your wishes, and your dreams. And the next pick a card reading I intend to record today is about a wish that's coming true. But first, I wanted to create these to help you understand or get a better idea of the path that you're currently on. Because honestly, I feel like we're all walking in the path that is leading us towards our dreams, our hopes, and our wishes. So, what do you need to know? Pile number 3. Finding love. Divine guidance. This path that you're on, okay, it's a rebirth. So this might sound corny, but the path that you're on it's guiding you towards yourself. If you're looking for love, you must look at yourself, because you are the love that you are seeking. It could be spiritual love, universal love, galactic love, right? A deeper love, acceptance. But it's, yeah. The path that you're on might be helping you to learn more about love or the kind of love that you're seeking. So this finding love card and the sea monkeys, the seahorses here are saying, right, when you slow down, you pay attention to your inner guidance. Yeah, it's like what you seek is seeking you. It's like you are seeking yourself. But you're also in the process of some sort of transformation. So you are not necessarily who you think that you are. Flow. I love the fact that you've got the wizard here, or the alchemist. But even the flow card is challenging you to surrender. Surrender what you think that you know, what you believe, everything that you thought was ever possible, because there's something more that is waiting for you to become aware of it, to discover it on this path that you're currently on. But this more is happening through this rebirth process. Has something to do with your identity changing or your purpose. Oh, okay. So many of you are following your purpose. So there's a spiritual purpose, or you're following your passion and you're wanting to make your passion your life. And so this is a confirmation that this is the path that you're on. However, it's not the ego that is helping you fulfill your passion and follow your heart. It's your intuition. It's love itself in the highest octave, which is universal, unconditional love. When you surrender to what you think you know and just simply go with the flow and allow your intuition to guide you every day, right, it's also like challenging you to surrender your need to know everything to, and that's an ego thing. Wow. Okay, pile 3, these are pretty interesting. What more do we need to know? Okay, so tune into inspiration. Some of you might be a little confused about life or something that's happening in life, and right, sacrifice your ego, sacrifice your need to know, but tune into your intuition, or the angels or the spirit guides. Tune into something that feels better, and it's not necessarily going to be your mind, because your mind just wants to stay in survival mode, and your mind is going to keep you stressed out. So there's something different, there's something higher. So the 9th house, philosophy, higher learning, higher education, your higher self even. Oh, which actually makes sense, because if you're following your passion and your purpose, and you're wanting that to make your complete life experience, it is necessary to tune into, surrender your ego's need to know and your ego's need to control. Surrender that to your higher self, because your higher self already exists at the end of this path that you're currently on. And it's that surrendering and that going with the flow and that trusting your divine inner guidance and trusting the process and letting go of the aspects of your old self that aren't in alignment with your purpose and your passion and your truth. This is where your current path is taking you. It's leading you towards something better, more inspiration, more happiness, more fulfillment, more love, self-love. So in order to attract love from others, you must already love yourself, because others only can love you from the level of love that you're embodying. Does that make sense? Okay. Your dreams. So this actually makes sense to me only because I think I already experienced that as the transit. So there are certain transits that make us feel a little uncertain. In fact, I think the current Saturn and Neptune conjunction is making some people unable to determine what is real and what is fantasy, or what is true, right? Is this really happening? Or, how do I surrender and believe in what I really want? How do I allow my wishes to come true? How do I fulfill my dreams? But there is a process of ego death. And some people would call that the dark night of the soul. I don't necessarily call it that. You can call it that if you want to subscribe to the vibration that you're going to claim a vibration when you say dark night of the soul, like it's something that you can't control. That's like a negative lack of empowerment. You know what I mean? You can surrender to the bliss. You can surrender to the fantasy, your imagination, your heart, love, inspiration. Surrender what you think that you know or you need to control mentally, and tune into your heart's divine guidance. Because in every moment that you do that, you're going to realize that you're on the perfect path. And this path, pile number 3, is separating you from the chaos of the external world if you choose to follow, to go with the flow, to tune into your intuition. Follow the love, not the fear. Okay, so this path is helping you to readjust your mind, your intentions, your desires, your hopes, your emotions, right? Your beliefs, everything about you. Because in order for your hopes, your wishes, and your dreams to come true, you must become that energy. You must become that person. You must become that reality. And so if you take a moment to visualize, something that you're wishing for, what does that reality look like? What does it feel like? What does it smell like? What are you doing? How are you living your life? And if you can create a list, if you can envision and imagine and feel yourself into this wish fulfillment, then you're already halfway there. And it's just a matter of aligning your thoughts, your thinking, and your beliefs with your wishes. And that's what's going to bridge that gap between your wish coming true and where you're currently experiencing. So right now you might feel like you're at a point, and you might be wondering, when is your wish or your dream going to come true? As soon as you align with it, energetically, emotionally, intellectually, spiritually, and when you accept yourself and you love yourself fully and you allow yourself, actually, your reality will become fluid when you go with the flow, because your mind is no longer trying to control everything. This is a process. But if you chose pile 3, this is the path that you're on. So you are going to realize this as soon as you surrender your need to think or to control everything. And you just simply go with the flow. Like maybe you just want to feel happy. Maybe, maybe you want to remove yourself from struggle or chaos. Maybe you're just wishing for peace. Maybe you just want to feel loved. So love yourself. If you just want peace in your life, then feel peaceful. Choose peace. So this kindred partnership, people, what is the number on this? The number 1. So you are the love that you are seeking. You are the only one who knows how to love yourself unconditionally. Because you know who you are and you know what you want. You shouldn't expect anyone else to love you in the way that you need to be loved. It's really only you that knows what you need and who you are and what makes you happy and what makes you feel fulfilled and what you truly want. And actually, once you embody, once you become Once you create and you align with a reality that is mirroring back to you what you've been wishing for, it's an emotion, right? It's a feeling. That's when you will, in fact, attract somebody else, if somebody else is absolutely necessary to come into your life, this kindred partnership. Otherwise, you're only going to attract people who are going to continue to teach you a lesson. I feel like Pile 3, this path that you're on, is teaching you how to become independent and realize that you are enough. And you have the power to change your life, your reality, your mindset, your daily routine, your reality. When you surrender your need to know and you tune into your intuition and just follow your heart, follow your excitement, follow your joy. That's where this path is taking you. So what more do we need to know? Okay. So it's also important for you to embody the 10 of Pentacles energy. So this is 10 of Earth. 10 is the number of the co-creator, by the way. You are the creator of your reality. And when you choose to realize that, you're going to realize that every day you can create a new reality to experience. That's how powerful you are. So again, some of you might be thinking that there needs to be someone else, but you already have everything within you to change your reality right now. By what you choose to entertain, what you believe, what you feel, what you're visualizing, what you're choosing to experience. But you also must act this way. Act as if you're already living whatever it is that you're wishing for. You are your own best friend. You are your own best love. And so remember, it's a process of rebirth, maybe even every day. If you wake up and you're feeling different, that's because maybe the concept of yourself, who you think that you are, is changing. Because the universe is trying to help you to realize this new reality, and then you have the opportunity to align. It's almost like a shift every day. Your reality is shifting closer towards your wishes, your hopes, and your dreams every day, but it's also happening on the inside of you. When you surrender to that and you simply follow your bliss, you're making your own wish come true on this path that you are on when you go with the flow. But it also, it's like a revisioning yourself. You're recreating everything about your reality every day. Or at least you have the power to do so. So let go of the mind. The mind is just going to drive you crazy, and tune into something that feels better. Visualize that, choose that, embody that, become that love, that lifestyle that you are seeking. Because if you don't believe in yourself, then how will you ever allow your hopes, your wishes, and your dreams to come true? So before I go, there's also a final message. Spirit was just saying, it's like if you're finding yourself challenged every day because you keep trying to force something to work in a way that it used to work, but it's no longer working for you, that's just another confirmation to surrender and let go of that, because your reality is changing. And it's important for you to just go with that flow and follow what feels better for you, instead of trying to force something that it just isn't happening. Because when you keep trying to hold on to something that just isn't happening anymore, you're really causing yourself more stress and anxiety. and chaos. So you can choose differently. Yeah. Okay. The Spirit said, you already said that, Sabrina. Group 3. So this is the current path that you're on, and where it is taking you is waiting for you to listen and follow and trust and love. And then watch how your reality starts to change to match what you were feeling. All right, so this is your reading, group number 3. I hope you enjoyed this. If you did, please do click the like button and subscribe. If anyone's interested in private readings, I am available. My links are below. In the meantime, have a wonderful day, and I will see you in another video. Bye for now. Hello, group number 4. If you chose the Rainbow Obsidian Crystal, welcome to this pick a card reading about the current path. So where's the current path taking you? The current path that you're on, where is it leading you? I'm going to put your crystal over here. So I think it's important to say that I think each one of us are hoping, wishing for something different or something better or something more. So this is the path that you are currently on and where it is taking you towards your hopes, your wishes, and your dreams. Okay. Cast away negativity, mindfulness, and karmic justice. All right. I love the fact that the rainbow obsidian is the crystal for your pile, because the obsidian actually can cast away negativity. Or any black crystals. Some black crystals are better at that than others. But mindfulness, what is mindfulness? Mindfulness is paying full attention to the present moment. Be mindful of your negativity. There's something here about karma as well, and justice. But let's look at your other cards and get a little bit more information about what you need to know about this path that you're on. Okay. So this path that you're on is leading you towards success. But the number 34 is also significant here, aka the number 7. So 7 as an energy it can be experienced as a lesson. 7 is also trusting your intuition. 7 can also be, it's my understanding that people who are a life path 7, meaning your entire life's theme is focusing on your mental activity, using the mind and your intellect to create success. But with the number 34 here, and this path that you're currently on, group number 4, the 3 refers to your creativity. So the path that you're on is creating success. However, the number 4 is reminding you to trust the process and take one step at a time. So maybe you're rushing into things, and if you rush too quickly, or if nothing happens, if you get disappointed, you become negative. It's kind of like a vicious cycle. But you're still on the path of success. Okay. So your beliefs, your values, and your resources. So the path that you're on has something to do with your finances or your income, your job, money. The South Node is trying to release your fears around money, or how you value money, or how you value yourself. Or it could be something to do with your job and your career too. Scorpio energy, purification, prayers, Okay, right. Even this card here is like, control the situation. Are you trying to control? Something? That's the other card. Okay. Professional assistants and people. What's the number on this card? The number, oh, that's the number 7 as well, isn't it? It is. Look at that. So 77 might be a significant number for you. Let's look at the other final card. Okay, so the energy that is important for you to embody is self-love. 5 is, well, the throat chakra. It has something to do with how you communicate. Communicate with compassion. So how do you speak to yourself? Group number 4. There's nothing wrong with pursuing money or professional status or professional success. However, if you are challenged right now, if you're financially challenged, or let's just say your career is challenging you at the moment, which is happening to so many people right now, and you have no control over that situation, it's really just going to cause more negativity, isn't it? So this karmic justice card is saying, so the current path that you're on, you are reaping the karma from your past choices and your decisions. You should be realizing that you're already successful in life right now, exactly where you are, because of all of the choices that you made in the past. You're already successful. But are you currently in love with your life? Can you honestly say that you love your life and you love your profession and you love your job and you love your career? Or is there something about or around money that is triggering you and it is causing you to feel negative emotions? It could be people in your workplace that are challenging you as well. So the South Node, this card, it's an astrological placement. In your natal astrology, so it might be helpful for you to learn more about your natal astrology, and you can get a free natal chart on the internet everywhere nowadays. But it represents the past, so there might be something that you're still clinging to or holding on to that isn't meant to be happening in your life right now or in this lifetime, or something from your past that you're still holding on to, that is in the process of letting go of you, or you're being challenged to let go of a need to sustain a certain level of income. But it comes back down to what you believe and how you value yourself and the kind of lifestyle that you, not the kind of lifestyle that you wish to be living, but it's the kind of life that you prefer to be living. So, in my opinion, if, just for an example, if you're longing for riches, right? Wealth, good fortune, financially blessed, but you're also longing for peace and harmony. Maybe you want that money to escape the mundane world, but just thinking that you need to have a lot of money in order to enjoy your life. But if you don't have all of the things that are making you happy, it's causing you stress. So there's almost like there's something, it's a karmic energy that you're still, this path you're on, it's trying to help you to recognize the path that you're on. You chose it in the past, right? Especially if it has to do with your work or your career. And so you were successful in that because you have successfully been managing this career. But I feel like there's a disconnection here. And now you're like experiencing the opposite. You're no longer fulfilled by that job or that work. That income is like, maybe it's something that you need to sustain because you have so many financial responsibilities, you're stuck. And that is causing more negativity. And so this path that you're on, it's might be challenging you. What is it really all worth to have to be able to earn a certain type of income when it's really only causing you stress and anxiety and sorrow and depression. And I'm not saying that this current path that you're on is leading you towards any financial reward, right? It's just saying that the path that you're on, you're seeing the opposite side of your success. So you're already successful. You have achieved a certain status. It was a goal that you pursued and you reached, and you've been successful with that. But now what? If you're no longer happy with that career, now what do you do? How can you release yourself from the burdens that you're now experiencing with this job or this career? What is it really worth to you? Is it worth your happiness or your health or well-being to maintain that status quo? Or is there something that feels better? So something in your heart is calling you to tune into that. I'm thinking in the least you really just want to feel better, and you want to relax, and you want to just simply enjoy your life. However, your job or your career, your profession is proving the opposite. And so this is the current path that you're on. And you have the free will to choose. You can choose your path, your job, your career at any time. But I think it's also challenging you to reconsider again how much you actually need to earn in order to feel happy, fulfilled, satisfied with your daily routine. Something to think about. I think you're at a choice point here. Your path might be splitting, and you're like at that separation point. You're like, oh my gosh, which path? And you have free will to choose. You can choose to stay exactly where you are, or you can choose something different. Okay, so this is the path that you're currently on and where it is taking you here and now. So pay attention. This mindfulness is asking you to remember, what are the simpler things that make you happy? Money aside, relationships aside, what is it that will truly allow you to feel happy or successful, or whatever it is that you want to feel at the end of the day, fulfilled, complete? What is it actually? And what steps can you take next to, align with a daily routine that feels better? Something to think about. Okay, group 4, let me know what you think about these messages. But this is your video reading. I hope you enjoyed this. If you did, please click the like button and subscribe. And anyone interested in private readings, feel free to reach out to me. My links are down below. Have a fantastic day, and I will be back soon with another pick a card reading. Bye for now.